Hey guys, this is Tomo with Bärenhund Farm. Just going to give you guys a quick intro and a little bit of a tour. We'll start over here at the chicken house. This chicken house actually was already built on the property when we bought it back in October. I've got a little bit of planning to do with it. I'm closing this left end. We've already expanded their little run. We plan to expand some more. But pretty soon here I'll cover this up, put some panels on it, and create it into a separate nursery area. This is the inside. It's one of our original Australorps. Beautiful nesting boxes. Let's see if we can find some eggs. Hey, little one. Can I have an egg? No, she says no. All right. So far we have about 14 hens and one rooster. He's our oldest rooster that we've had. We used to have about 10 more we got rid of. It's quite flooded, I apologize. That is our Tom turkey with his little hen. Plan to start a little turkey breeding operation pretty soon here. All right, let's go check out the other guys. This is a pond. This is a great solution if you have ducks. My wife loves ducks. Had no way to clean the water 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. They love to dirty up water. They like to dirty up anything they can. They're really good at it. So we've got 14 ducks. Only one of them's a drake. And then we have these girls right here. They are awesome Toulouse geese. They're the French variety. Lay some awesome eggs in the spring. Going back to the pond though, we built this by scratch. You know, you can get a pond builder, but they're way too pricey. So I told my wife if she wanted to keep the ducks, go ahead and dig a pond. And being a school teacher, she had some time off, and her and her father dug this whole thing. I planned the whole entire thing from scratch. Liner, filtration, whatnot. Ducks, it's impossible to do filtration without a lot of money or some really good ingenuity. So aeration's key. I'll probably add an aerator, but right now we've got 2 pumps on here generating about, I'd say 5,000 gallons per hour of force. It churns the water good enough, and just a healthy addition of bacteria helps too. But as I said, this is not a stock pond for any livestock to be drinking out of. This is strictly for the ducks. That's it. Great, easy way to keep ducks without having to change water 24/7. Now, I know this looks a little rough, but we're gonna expand this. This liner will be covered in gravel and whatnot, and I'll be adding some timbers and really dressing it up, and you guys will get to see kind of the creation of that. And also we're gonna need to run some electrical conduit and not do this via extension cord. I do not recommend it. I know it's probably not the best, but I'm aware of it, and we're gonna work on that. And you guys probably get to see this. This duck house is just an old shed. Needs to be cleaned out, I'd say once, twice a week. You know, it's better when it's less rain, but ducks are ducks and they don't mind the muck. All right, let's go ahead. Here's some Muscadine grapes. I mean, this isn't really the focus of the video or anything, but this came with the property. Maybe we'll go over that one day and make some Muscadine wine. Who knows? This is the original little sheep pen that came with the property, and it's closed off. You know, now we had the sheep there for a while until Mama had her first sheep, and it does great. You know, they had about 14 sheep in there at first. We're gonna maybe use this as a nursery, maybe expand and maybe, you know, clean it up a little bit and spiff it up and make it look even nicer. All right, I wanted to save this for last, but this is the reason why we are called Bärenhund. This little guy's name, or should I say big guy's name, is Bronco. He is a 1-year-old Anatolian Shepherd. He does a fine job of keeping coyotes, foxes, and everything at bay. Unfortunately, we've had such a bad coyote problem, and they've been getting closer and closer to the border, that I had to go out and purchase him this lovely spike collar. Now, traditionally, Anatolians wear a wolf spike collar, which will go out about 3 or 4 or 5 inches more than that and cover the whole entire collar. We don't have wolves in Georgia. We just have coyotes and Fox will not challenge this animal. That's not the problem. They're more sleek. His bark puts them off. But your coyotes, we're having them about German Shepherd size in the backwoods. So I'd rather have his neck protected in occasional fight and give him the upper hand. And this is his little shelter. He's adopted it. It was for hay, and he's just made it his own. Right now we have him separated from the sheep and the pigs because he's still getting used to little baby and he's still getting used to the piglets. So this guy, we can go into more about him on a separate video. There's just so many. You know, I come from a dog training background, and with training this style of dog, I mean, some trainers probably will disagree with me, but you're gonna have to throw out almost everything you know. I mean, out the window with these guys. These guys, their genetics are so in tuned, I feel like, with your native dog. I mean, your wild dog almost, but also the genetics. I mean, they're just in tune with livestock, protection, and just being. I mean, it's probably one of the best dogs I've had. I mean, we've got Malinois, German short hairs. You know, I've trained multiple different types of dogs, but this one I had to throw out all my tradition of, you know, obedience, Schutzen, you know, tracking, hunting, all that, and kind of really go into this guy's brain. But we'll cover that another time. The good news is he has this whole perimeter covered around this livestock. You can see we're clearing back here right now. This used to be covered in pines behind here, and there's a whole nother acre and a half back there. We're gonna clear that out. You guys probably see, and we're gonna have to unfortunately clean up all that pine straw, and we'll plant some pasture, maybe some, you know, clover and whatnot for these guys. So let's go check these guys out. And I hear my little buddies calling me already. My wife will tell you the pigs are mine. I mean, I am the one that feeds them. So speaking of this, you'll probably see me fix a new gate latch on this, because it is not fun having to do this in and out. Those quick gate latches are just a dream. You get them on Amazon, and they're great for easy, especially when you're coming in and out of here all the time. Now this is Solomon. Solomon is a St. Croix Ram. He is a big boy. Now Solomon and I, video you might have seen, and Don't Push the Ram, we didn't get along when we first started because he kept trying to steal Bronco's food, and he was quite a bossy man. So Solomon is proven to breed blue-eyed twins. Did not believe that until Mama over here dropped 2 twins out. Unfortunately, one of them had a degloving situation with its leg, and it did not make it. Oh, this barn is fairly new. It's a 10 by 32, and I had it delivered. That's right, delivered and put in spot. It's got 2 stalls, and it's got a really nice feed shed. Right now I'm storing some wood and some tools and feed and hay, of course. And I'll probably, you know, install the electricity out here and whatnot. But it does the job. It's great. You know, you clean it out, keep it clean. These guys love it. I love this right here. This divider is sweet. And they see what's up. All right, let's go see them, guys. All right, these 2 are, I'd say, probably my favorites. Some of the other animals that. These are Bitsy and Chunkers. Let's let them out. And they will literally follow me wherever I go. This one's, you know, this is the one I picked out. Her name's Bitsy because she was the run of the litter, much smaller. These guys are 100% coon or cooney. Good people pronounce it different ways. I like it cooney, but some people have told me coon. If you look it up online, it does say cooney, but hey, they're cute no matter what. That's all that matters. They're both females, so both sows. They, of course, are still young. They're, I'd say, 5 months old. We do plan on getting a boar this summer and start our breeding program. Of course, we're gonna have to make sure he's registered because both these girls are registered. And if they are pure cooney, they do cost quite a penny, but The reason we stuck with Kune is because of their ability to pasture. You know, your typical pigs, they're gonna clear out some good bit of land. If you want that, that's great. That's awesome. My father kept pigs in Wales. They're great for clearing out anything you throw at them. But we want to kind of just do a rotating pasture for these guys, so it just wouldn't suit our needs. These Kunis, they hit just what we want. I was gonna do meat pigs, but being that these guys are registered, you can't justify spending almost $1,000 on pigs over a Greeno. Combine the two of them, you just can't justify it. These animals are extremely smart. I mean, this one right here, Bitsy, the other day I was teaching her how to come. We'll go on to that. I mean, I don't really know, but we'll see what we can do. She is great. She's just the sweetest, probably one of the sweetest animals I've ever had. Got this side blocked off right now. There was no fence there, just cheap T-posts and some wire fence, that's all. And we've got some electric on the other side because unfortunately, when we bought the house, we had the well water tested, and the well water did not turn out that very good. So much so that the actual sellers of the house had the city run the line in, and they tore up the yard, unfortunately. And on the other side of the fence, they left quite a little bit of, you know, quite some gaps where these guys, these small Kunis could fit under. And that's no bueno for us. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Doubt I'll spare you guys the boredom of that. It's just gonna be some filling in and whatnot. But here's Buddy the rooster. I named him Buddy because he's not so much your buddy, but he does his job. And this guy, unfortunately my wife's not home, but I'll have to get that on film. That's just great. So I still got my little buddy with me. So this is so far this is the farm. I'm not gonna show the back end yet until we clear it out and get some stuff started. There's our little farmhouse, and there's more land on the other side too. That's mostly for the dogs and whatnot. What we're gonna do here is we're going to just kind of go over like homesteading on a budget. I mean, we started with 1 acre and poultry. I loved poultry growing up. I took care of poultry and all sorts of animals, and that was a small scale thing I could do. And then I went to the ducks at our old property, and I went to geese, and then I found out about these guys, and I wanted them. And this property came up, and it's the perfect amount of land for us. You know, some people will disagree with me and say, oh, it's not enough land, it's not this, that's not that. We don't intend to be an agricultural you know, company. We're not trying to be a company. We're not trying to be a big, farming's not what we're trying to make our money. It's our passion. You know, we're just trying to live off the land a little bit and enjoy it. I mean, this is what we're here for. And hopefully along this journey and these videos, you'll get to see kind of my shoddy workmanship. I'll do the best I can try to do with the materials I can do. I don't go out and spend all the money I can spend unless it is needed. Unless I warrant that it's, you know, I need the best for this, I'll do it. You know, and if it's a situation of, you know, an animal's life, that's where the money comes in. But if it's just building something simple, we try to build it as simple does, with the minimum budget. You know, I'm not here for the people. If you want to spend money, that's great, you can do that. But I want to show people that they can do this and enjoy it and take care and, you know, proper animal husbandry, but on a budget, and do something great, you know, with it. Even make a little bit of money. You know, the eggs over here, they support all our animal feed. It's great. Isn't that right, Bitsy? But yeah, we'll make some stuff together. We'll do some stuff. We'll expand. And I'm here for everybody. You know, I want everybody to learn. I'm going to learn. I mean, we got a little beekeeping thing over there. You know, little bee house that came with the house. Of course, they couldn't move it with them. And that's not really my expertise. But you know what? We'll go in there. We'll try at it. I may get stung a couple times, but we'll learn together. And that's another thing. I'd like to start selling honey, maybe. You know, and I'll try to make this as fun, as interesting as possible. And, you know, we'll try and throw some cute clips and whatnot. And if anybody has any suggestions, please just shoot them our way. And, yeah, you guys enjoy.